Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. I'm Sammy, your host, and today we're diving into Rising Strong by Brené Brown. In this powerful book, Brown explores what it means to rise after we've fallen, after we've faced failure, disappointment, or heartbreak. Brown, known for her work on vulnerability and courage, brings her trademark blend of personal stories and research-backed insights to show how the process of getting back up can be the key to living a more courageous and authentic life. Let's explore the key themes and ideas, so you'll feel like you've read it cover to cover. At the heart of Rising Strong is the concept of vulnerability and the importance of facing our emotions head-on after experiencing a fall. Brown begins by acknowledging that everyone falls at some point, whether it's in relationships, at work, or in our personal goals. The difference between those who rise stronger and those who don't lies in the willingness to engage with their emotions, understand their stories, and embrace vulnerability during the process of getting back up. One of the book's key ideas is what Brown calls the reckoning. This is the first step in the Rising Strong process, where we acknowledge that something difficult has happened. Instead of avoiding or numbing our feelings, Brown encourages us to confront them directly. The reckoning is about recognizing the emotional reactions we have when we fall, whether it's fear, shame, anger, or sadness, and becoming curious about why we feel the way we do. By being honest about our emotions, we begin the process of understanding how they shape our behavior and our decisions. The next phase is what Brown calls the rumble. This is where we dive deeper into the stories we tell ourselves about our experiences. Often, when we face adversity, our brains create narratives to make sense of what's happening, but those stories aren't always accurate. Brown emphasizes the importance of rumbling with our emotions, examining the stories we've created and challenging the assumptions behind them. This step requires self-awareness and a willingness to be honest with ourselves about our vulnerabilities, insecurities, and fears. One of the most insightful aspects of Rising Strong is Brown's discussion of the stories we create to protect ourselves from pain. She explains that we often create default stories that blame others, assume the worst, or diminish our own self-worth. By bringing these stories into the light and questioning them, we can begin to rewrite the narratives we tell ourselves, allowing us to move forward with more clarity and resilience. The final phase in the process is the revolution. This is where we integrate what we've learned from the reckoning and the rumble and apply it to our lives. Brown argues that Rising Strong is not just about bouncing back, it's about transforming ourselves in the process. The revolution is about using the insights we've gained from facing our emotions and challenging our stories to live more authentically, with greater courage and connection to others. It's about embracing the idea that vulnerability and failure are not signs of weakness, but are essential components of growth and wholehearted living. Throughout the book, Brown uses powerful real-life examples and personal stories to illustrate how the Rising Strong process can be applied in various situations, from personal relationships to professional challenges. She highlights how, in her own life, she has learned to embrace vulnerability and rumble with her own stories to live more authentically. By sharing these experiences, Brown shows that the process of rising strong is accessible to everyone, regardless of the challenges they face. Another key theme in Rising Strong is the importance of self-compassion. Brown explains that part of the process of getting back up after a fall involves being kind to ourselves. Too often, we are our harshest critics, beating ourselves up for not being perfect or for making mistakes. Brown encourages us to practice self-compassion and to understand that failure is a part of life. By showing ourselves the same kindness and understanding we would offer a friend, we can navigate adversity with more resilience and grace. Brown also touches on the importance of setting boundaries and knowing when to protect ourselves from unhealthy situations or relationships. While vulnerability is a key part of the Rising Strong process, Brown acknowledges that it's important to be discerning about when and where we share our stories and emotions. The goal is to rise stronger, not to expose ourselves to unnecessary harm. In summary, Rising Strong by Brené Brown offers a roadmap for navigating life's falls with courage, vulnerability, and resilience. Through the three-step process of reckoning, rumbling, and revolution, Brown teaches us how to face our emotions, challenge our stories, and use the insights we gain to transform our lives. Whether you're dealing with personal challenges, professional setbacks, or emotional struggles, Rising Strong provides valuable tools for getting back up stronger than before. Thank you for tuning in to Book Summary 5. If you enjoyed this summary, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy reading!